In 2014, Food on the Move was formed to address food insecurity in food deserts. Food deserts are areas without access to fresh produce. Many neighborhoods that are already facing economic challenges are also facing the issue of not being able to go down to the corner and shop for your family and provide healthy produce for you and those around you. Food on the Move's concept was, if we could forge relationships and understand the community through pop-up events, pay-as-you-can mobile events, bringing fresh produce to where the greatest need was, we'd have the best chance at understanding the long-term solutions needed to transform a food desert into an oasis. Quite simply, our mission was transformation through partnerships. Our vision and approach was inspired by friend and mentor, former U.S. Ambassador Edward Perkins. He helped foster transformational change with entire nations as an ambassador by first focusing on forging real relationships with the communities and leaders he hoped to serve, bridging barriers of economics, race, and ideology. This approach fostered trusted partnerships which enabled lasting change. In his most significant achievement as a U.S. ambassador to South Africa, Ambassador Perkins was charged with helping free Nelson Mandela from prison while combating a government in that country that was built on segregation between black and white.
Not only did he achieve his mission in South Africa, he did it by honoring the voice of every community, every leader, and every neighbor. In 2014, we began hosting our monthly events within food deserts. Fueled by thousands of volunteer hours, in-kind support from community partners, organizations, and food trucks, along with fresh produce made available through our pay-as-you-can model.
Over the first 5 years, we hosted more than 120 events, developing community relationships, collaboration with leading organizations in nonprofit, business, and government agencies, laying a foundation and collecting real-world data for a greater understanding of the complex issues surrounding food insecurity and food deserts. When the pandemic of 2020 occurred, we responded by bringing together our core principles of partnership and our mobile design, which allowed us to serve where we were needed most in food deserts.
Through safe drive-through grocery giveaways and collaboration with more than 100 partners ranging from the USDA to the local restaurateur.
Between March 2020 and March 2021, we served over 4.5 million pounds of food to 750,000 individuals. When the global crisis hit, it shined an even brighter spotlight on something we already knew. Families needed access to healthy food in grocery stores. It further cemented the need for a holistic solution to combat food insecurity at its core.
A project that was preparing to unfold at the start of 2020 is now more essential than ever. All the work up to this point has led us to the Food Home. Food Home is about taking our food back. What does that mean? Well, there's many aspects of facing food insecurity in food deserts. A key breakthrough from our work over the 5 years was recognizing if we want to bring produce back to our neighborhoods, we also have to look at how to make fresh produce and local food more accessible and more affordable. That means going right back down to the seed.
A neighborhood without a grocery store is like a house without a kitchen. It's not a home.
The Food Home has 4 phases: the urban farm, the community hub, the market, and the food hub. With those 4 things together, we create an ecosystem around all aspects of local food.
Phase 1 is the urban farm. The farm brings together training and education around urban agriculture. We'll be using aquaponics and hydroponics, training people to use new technologies which allow for year-round produce to be grown, taking transferable skills that folks will be able to bring into the career field of agriculture and other careers as well. We will be producing food that will be accessible year-round to the community. The premier program, AgriFuture, will provide world-class agricultural training technicians to empower participants in the program to become leaders in the future of agriculture and become sought-after professionals, as well as entrepreneurs. This is also a living classroom where partners such as nonprofits, educational institutions, and community members will come together and discover this incredible skill to grow quality produce and understand how it's possible to take our food back. A portion of the produce grown will be sold and distributed to local grocers and restaurateurs. This will allow the Food Home to have a sustainable model. But as always, a certain amount of what we grow will be set aside as a donation to community members in need.
The foundation of this program is alive today in partnership with Tulsa Public Schools through our Agro First program and Garden Club, beginning in middle school. The program, which continues through high school, not only sparks a love of growing things, it introduces greater understanding of community health and combating food deserts, uses ag to teach practical components of STEM, and provides a gateway to economic empowerment through agribusiness. The second phase is the Food Hub and Distribution Center. One of the most significant things we learned through our work over 5 years with Food on the Move events was not only are folks within food deserts challenged to get great local produce, but all of us are eating produce that says it's local, but in fact may be coming from 700 miles away. What that means is we're all paying a premium for something we can be growing right here in our neighborhood. In order to strengthen local food access, a much needed gap needs to be filled through a robust network of local growers and a food hub designed to empower access between growers and distributors who are currently without the volume of local produce to meet demand.
The Food Distribution Hub acts as a conduit to bring together and build relationships between farmers across the city and the state and promote economic opportunity for those specifically in North Tulsa and those within the food deserts while benefiting the community as a whole.
The third phase is the Community Hub. This space includes public outdoor space for special events and markets featuring raised community grow beds and permaculture with edible plant life, and an indoor event barn and demonstration kitchen for chefs, neighbors, farmers, both rural and urban, and foodies of every background. Fostering relationships and bringing people together is at the heart of Food on the Move's approach to transformational change. So establishing this central space is key to ensuring all partners, neighbors, and leaders can come together and make this place feel like home. The fourth phase of the Food Home Project is our grocery store, the market.
This market is designed to be a model for an urban grocery store that can succeed within the food desert. We believe the best chance for success for a small grocery store is with entrepreneurs that are committed to the neighborhood with a connection to a food hub that's helping make fresh produce and local products more affordable and accessible. This first store will work directly with the Food Home Urban Farm, offering local produce as well as regional produce and a robust product offering, which resonates with the local community. Not only will the market be a resource for local residents, it'll also be a training ground to provide individuals with transferable skills which can propel trainees into future employment, as well as entrepreneurs who seek to become owner-operators of their own food home market.
We didn't reach this moment alone, and we won't reach transformational change without the same vision that brought us here. The Food Home is a major step to reinvest in once neglected neighborhoods while making an impact on us all. A chance to foster energy and momentum with an engine for sustainability and change, establishing a platform for healthy food ecosystems to thrive.
The true definition of community is to give what each of us have to help one another. We're looking for partners and collaborators who are willing to give their time and know-how and the resources.
Moms and dads, students and teachers,
CEOs and servicemen and servicewomen.
Doctors and lawyers,
gardeners and builders,
entrepreneurs, scientists, and working men and women of every background who choose to be leaders. In other words, you. It's transformation through partnership. We have an opportunity to transform food together. So come join us to bring food home.